do it. Doesn't matter. Just got 2 on a bad day. So, got a bit of a bee in my bonnet about today's training, because obviously didn't perform very well, but that's the training cycle. I've had a couple of good weeks training where I pushed myself, or 2 weeks and a few days, and then today, boom, it's gone like proper down. I've gone from deadlifting 240 for 4 threes and 250 for a triple. First heavy session, or second heavy session back. Is all the first one? No, first one was at 220. So went up to 240. So that's 2 weeks on the trot, and then today, literally 220 for singles. And the bench was 170 for a double and 4 singles. Whereas, you know, that's 6 total reps. Last week, I got 18 at 170. So, you know, today I knew it. I kind of knew it. It was in the back of my mind. I knew it was coming, but you still prepare. You still try to do your best. But it's important that you have the coaching adaptability, training adaptability, and the mental adaptability to dealing with what a lot of people would see as failure, but it's actually just a process of training. So just doing this video even has calmed me down a little bit, just because it helps put things into perspective for me, training on my own. But yeah, a bit down this week, but I know I'll be chilling for this day, possibly these days, and then I'll be back on it there. So yeah. So on that note of kind of me hitting my deload week, need to take my training a little easier now, for a few days. Well, whatever it takes, 3 to 5 days, maybe a week usually. I come up with these 6 points of failure. So there's like a process, and this is like a feedback loop system. And this is like a psychological process. So you got your at the top there, you got disappointment, and then after, you know, as you could hear in my bench press, I was pretty wound up that things weren't going as well as they could have been. If excuse me, I got hay fever. And then you got analysis, and you know, why has this happened? And the main reason is that I just burnt my body out. I've had 2.5 very good weeks of training where it's been progressive overload, and I'm forcing my body to make an adaptation. So there's your analysis. And then with the analysis, understanding why, we have acceptance. You know, accepting the you know, what could be looked at as a negative situation, or, you know, failure. And then making a strategy. Okay, what are you going to do to improve the situation? In my case, in this situation, I'm going to chill out for a week. I'm going to, as you can see, me doing very light squats here. And then afterwards, I'm just doing some push-ups in a minute as well. Just going to be doing what I found to be most effective in my deloads, and that is to drop my overall volume by about 40 to 50%. And yeah, that's basically it. And don't force myself to perform on anything really. So until I start to come around again, which inevitably will happen. So that's my strategy. And then before you know it, I'll be back to feeling at my best again, and then I will have progression, and I'll start pushing hard, and then I will have success. So success being my main goal at the moment is to get 170 bench for 8 reps, so I can then have a go at 200 1 rep max. And then on the squat, I just want to kind of get 5x5 at 240, which would be really good for me, and then start repping out at 250 in training. That would be huge for me with my giraffe legs, as you can see me doing these push-ups. Really emphasise how short my torso is. And just a quick note on my push-ups here. You can see I've got quite a swooped back. The reason I do that is because it sort of like better assimilates the position and the arch that I have in the bench press, so I find it targets the muscle, how I train it with the bench. I find this very effective for pushing my bench up. Usually do about 5 sets of 20 to 30. But today I'm obviously buggered. I got like 15, and then was stopping for a few seconds, did another 5. So I always keep to a standard 100 reps, 5 sets of 20, and then just stop and break if I need to. But yeah, so they're my main goals for squat and bench and deadlift. I think I just want to be getting back to where I was, deadlifting 250 for sets of 5x5 at 250, and then sort of like 5x3 at 260, moving on from there. So that's the process. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think.